In this video, I'm going to provide an update on the performance of my Monzo investment portfolio. I'm investing £100 a month into an ISA account with Monzo, and within that account, I'm investing in Monzo's Adventurous Fund. This is the most risky of the three BlackRock funds offered by Monzo, as it's almost entirely invested in shares. I'm investing in the most risky fund as I'm pretty young and I'm committed to investing in it for the long term. It's going to be a long-term journey with this investment, and there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, and I'm going to document the entire journey on this channel, providing regular updates. If you want to follow that journey, then I greatly appreciate subscribe. But for this video, let's get into it. Let's bring up Monzo's app and let's take a look at the performance of my Monzo investment portfolio over the past month. We can see that over the past month, I'm up by 1.66% in percentage terms and £3.34 in pound terms. My portfolio currently has a balance of £204.38. So it's been a good month. And if we want to look at my overall performance, as this only covers the last calendar month between the 9th of May to the day I'm doing this recording, which is the 9th of June. If we want to see the overall performance, let's click on the stocks and shares ISA component. Here we can see that I'm up by 2.19% since I started investing in this portfolio. So that's the percentage return. And if we scroll down for the pound return, we can see that I'm up by £4.37 in pound terms. In terms of how Monzo calculate this pound performance, they do it using a simple return. And if we click on how we work this out, we can see this calculation. It's based on my investment returns minus the amount of money I've added to my investment pot over time. So a simple calculation, and it's something I really like about Monzo Investments, is that it makes investing as simple and easy as possible. And this return calculation is no different. It uses the most simple calculation to show you your gains or losses with your investment portfolio. And overall, in terms of my performance over the past month, the performance since I opened this portfolio, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm up by 2.19% since I started investing in the portfolio, which was just over a month ago. I started investing in it at the beginning of May, and I'm recording this video on June the 9th. That's not bad performance. I would have taken it when I opened the portfolio. Of course, I've been extremely lucky in this time period, as markets are very volatile in the short term. They go up, they go down a lot. They're extremely unpredictable. So I couldn't have predicted this performance. I've simply been lucky. I'm not going to take out this money just because I'm up a little bit. My strategy isn't based on trading and trying to buy and sell and time the market. Instead, my strategy is based on being invested for the long term, which for me means more than 5 years. And the key to my strategy is really about time in the market, not timing the market. So this short-term performance is good, but I also know that around the corner could be a dip. For that reason, I'm invested in the long term. Nonetheless, coming back to this month's performance, if we go back to the main screen, we can use the graph here to talk through how the portfolio's performance evolved over the past month. We can see that for much of May, for the beginning and the middle of May, my portfolio hovered around £103, £104. Then came my regular £100 monthly deposit. That came on the 28th of May, and that bumped up my portfolio to £203.81. And since then, it's had a little dip, but then recovered and has stabilised to where it is today at £204.38. So good performance, and you may now be wondering, well, what's caused this performance? And to give us a hint on what could have caused this performance, let's actually look at what's inside this fund, as this will give us some guide into what could be causing the performance. So if we click on the long-term growth row, and for those who are new here and didn't watch the last video, the fund itself is not called long-term growth. I've simply customized this. I've personalized the name of my investment account. The fund itself is called the Adventurous Fund, and it's offered from BlackRock. So if we click on this and then scroll down and see what the fund invests in, we can see the fund is almost exclusively invested in shares. And if we scroll down, we can see that over 65% of this fund is invested in North American companies. So this tells us that the performance of the American stock market would have had a major impact on this fund. And over the past month, there's no surprises. the American stock market did extremely well. The S&P 500, which tracks 500 very large American companies, was up by over 6% over the past month. And this would have had a huge impact on the overall fund's performance. You may not have the question, well, what caused the American stock market to do well? And one of the major reasons was, of course, to do with Trump. For much of this year, at least the early part, markets have been very hesitant about Trump's tariff policies, the potential impact on the global economy, and the potential impact on global companies. But over the past month, there's been some relatively good news in that some of his tariff policies have been watered down, and there was a court order which said that his reciprocal tariff policy was illegal. Of course, Trump is trying to appeal this, but all of this gave the market some confidence and has led to some good performance in the American stock market and also globally. Now we know all about the performance of my Monzo portfolio. Let's take a look at the transactions I've made over the past month. And we can do this by clicking on See All under Activity. And here we can see that I made my regular investment of £100 at the end of the month. And we can also see that 2p's worth of fees were taken. With this Monzo investment account, because I'm a standard Monzo member, I pay 0.59% in total fees for fund fees and also account fees with Monzo. That's all the fees I pay, 0.59%, which is competitive compared to other beginner platforms, but isn't the cheapest on the market. Nonetheless, for me, I'm happy with those fees, given what I get in return is a very simple, easy to use investment experience. The other thing to point out on this screen is that you can see I've only been making manual deposits so far, but I want to change this. I want to make automated deposits. And let's do this now by going back to the last screen and turning on regular investing here. And for this, let's turn on regular investing with £100 monthly payment, and let's select a date after payday. I'll go with the 28th every month. And now that's all set up. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to automate my investment journey with Monzo as much as possible, because I believe this helps with my discipline. Across all my portfolios with Invest Engine, Trading 2, and now Monzo as well, I set up automated investing to help with that discipline. And so far in my investing journey, it's really helped. Overall, for this video, it's been a good month. But as we've mentioned before, markets are unpredictable in the short term. I've just been a little lucky in the time period I've been investing in this portfolio. Let me know how you've been finding the past month with your investments. And if you're invested in any of the funds with Monzo, I'll be interested to hear your experiences so far. So post them in the comments, and hopefully we can be on this journey together. Thanks for watching.